What could have been another disaster ended up as just one tree on fire thanks to two teenagers. Charlie Rollins and Gavin Tobish were driving near Crooked River Ranch Friday night when they saw a fire on the side of the road near a school bus pullout. The two high school seniors from Terrebonne called 911 and reported the fire. They say the dispatcher asked if they could put it out, and given the flames had already made their way up an entire tree, the teens said no. Fire crews came to put out the blaze before it could spread any further.
Yeah, it was nice. An old man came up and shook our hands. He's like, "My house is over here. Thanks for watching out." So that felt good.
The boys say the events took place within just an hour. And a group of neighbors in Prineville are giving a helping hand to those in need of somewhere to go. People in the Juniper Acres neighborhood in Crook County are inviting as many people as they can fit on 40 acres of available property. Homeowners tell us they have tractors ready to make more of the land usable if needed. They even have room for pets and horses. Neighbors tell us they understand where many of these evacuees are coming from.
I lost everything in a tragic fire with my wife that passed away, and everything was gone. It all burned up, and I have vacant land that people could be utilizing right now for a place to go, since their home was destroyed or they were misplaced. And my other friends would like to help out as also.
We don't ask for anything in return. We just want to give people a safe place for their critters, for their families, and we don't want nothing in return.
For more information, you can visit the online version of the story later tonight at ktvz.com. There could be a potential challenge for some looking to rebuild their home they tragically lost in the fire. Blake Allen was in Redmond to speak with officials and brings us the details.
Just a few days after so many here were evacuated, and they are still looking for answers. Many still not knowing the condition of their home. At the Super 8 in Redmond on Sunday, smoke filled the air as anxious residents awaited to hear if the fires the smoke was coming from destroyed their homes. One resident tells me that he's heard his home was spared, but he's still waiting to see for himself.
Until we are able to get it back up there, we're remaining hopeful.
Detroit Mayor Jim TRETT came to Redmond to speak with the evacuees Sunday. While he was able to offer some information, many were still in the dark on the status of their home. The mayor tells me he understands their frustration.
The first time they call, they're so anxious. Yesterday I had a gentleman that I know fairly well was just screaming at me for 5 minutes, stopped when he was through and then said, "I'm sorry, I know it's not you," and called me back this morning and apologized. I said, "There's nothing to apologize for."
The mayor did offer the crowd hope at the end of his speech, explaining that the town is already looking at how they will rebuild. However, one rebuilding issue could be challenging for homeowners in the area. Many of the homes in the area were older and were essentially grandfathered in on their construction. The mayor said that older homes that were burned down would have to be rebuilt with modern construction codes, meaning for some, completely new plumbing systems as septic is no longer allowed. The mayor says it's concerning for some residents in the area.
People who've been up there for 50 years who've gone through the change. Detroit used to be a logging community, and all of a sudden that logging community played family wage jobs. Now we're a resort community, and some of those older folks are living on very limited income, and they do have concerns because they know they're underinsured or have no insurance. I've heard from a couple.
The mayor also says it could mean a huge blow to the local business community, as some of those lost buildings would also have to be redesigned.
We don't have a big business community, but most of it, with the exception of one store, are gone, we believe. And so some of those may choose not to come back because they have to make their whole profit in basically 5 months, and that's getting harder to do.
He says that he has been discussing plans with the governor. In Redmond, Blake Allen, News Channel 21.